Hi everyone, my name is Hannah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I just got my book of the month in the mail. So I figured I would open this on camera just like I did last month because, I don't know, it makes it more fun, I guess. Also, I might do a reading vlog of all three of these books and just call it like my book of the month reading vlog. I just haven't decided because one of these books is like a book that I'm not sure if I'm going to be in the mood to read yet, but let's just open it. Okay. All right. So my September book pick is Anxious People by Frederick Bachmann. And out of all of the book picks for this month, this was the one that sounded the most interesting to me. It's actually not as long as I thought it was going to be. It's like 330 pages. So this book is about an open house where a bank robber who was just robbing a bank crashes the open house and holds all of the people that were in the house hostage. And I think it's just them talking about their lives and their struggles and just being hostages, I guess. I'm not really sure what to expect out of this, but it definitely sounded like an interesting read, and Gabby from Gabby Reads just read this and she really liked it, so I'm interested to pick this up. I also really like the font of this book. So then I chose two add-ons. The first one that I chose was one of the July book of the months, and that's Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. This is the one that I'm probably going to pick up first because this is what I'm in the mood for. I'm in the mood for a haunted house horror book, and that is what this is. This is set in the 1950s. It follows the main character, Noemi, and she gets these letters from her cousin, and her cousin is saying she thinks that her new husband is poisoning her. And so Noemi goes to see what's going on. And then some freaky stuff starts happening. I've heard this book is gross and disturbing, and I'm so excited. And it's gorgeous. Look at this. This is just such a pretty book. So this is the book that I'll be picking up next. I'm currently not reading anything, so I think I'll start this tonight. And then the other add-on that I chose is Final Girls by Riley Sager. This is the only Riley Sager book that I have not read yet, and coincidentally, it is his first novel, so I kind of read backwards. I'm hoping that I like this. I've liked all of Riley Sager's other books, and I'm in the mood for a slasher, thriller, horror kind of book, and I think this will deliver. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'll pick this up right after I finish Mexican Gothic. Oh, and I got the little bookmark that says, "Until we read again." I love these bookmarks. I feel like I said that last time, but these are my favorite bookmarks. So yeah, these are my book picks for this month from Book of the Month. Like I said, I'm going to start with Mexican Gothic, and then I think I'll pick up Final Girls, and then hopefully I'll pick this one up soon. We'll see. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. Lately I've been in the mood for thrillers and horrors, so this doesn't necessarily fit it, but I think it's interesting enough to keep me interested. Alright, so in the span of those 2 minutes from me saying I might do a book of the month reading vlog till now, when I'm looking at all of these beautiful books, I've made the decision that I am going to do that. So I'm starting with Mexican Gothic, and then I'm going to read all three of the books that I got in my book of the month box. Let's go! Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to quickly update that I am about 50 pages into Mexican Gothic. I'm on chapter 5. We are just getting through the setup of everything. Noemi has arrived at the house and she's just asking about her cousin and stuff. So the atmosphere is getting set, this spooky, mansion in the hills with misty weather, cool weather. So the atmosphere is set for a nice spooky Gothic haunted house, and I'm really excited to start getting into the scary bits because nothing spooky really has happened yet so far in the first 47 pages. But this book is actually a lot shorter than I thought it was. It's 300 pages, so this can definitely be a quick read. I want to try to get to at least page 200 today. If not that, then I would like to finish it because it's so short and I feel like it's just going to be like a quick read. But today, my partner and I want to watch the movie Knives Out, which is one of my favorite movies now. I just recently watched it like a few weeks ago and I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much, and I'm wearing my Eat Shit Knives Out shirt now, so I'm all set and ready to go. And then I want to film a couple videos today because the sun is actually out, so the lighting in here is much better than it has been lately because we've had a lot of rainy weather. So I want to film a couple videos, but other than that, I just have time to read, so I'm excited for that. I have my weekly hair mask in, so I'll have to wash that out and let my hair dry before I can film anything, so I will be reading in the meantime. So I'm gonna read for a little bit and then I think we're gonna watch the movie, and I will check in with you all in a little bit. It's starting. The leaves are changing. Alright, sorry if you can hear the fan in the background. I can't be bothered to shut it off. But I got to page 199 in Mexican Gothic. It is the 19th chapter, so it is a page break. So I didn't get to page 200, but close enough. So I have just that tiny chunk left. I'm real confused. I don't know what's going on. I have like some theories, but nothing like super concrete. I have a couple things that like I think will be a part of the big reveal once we get to it, but I can't be sure. I am enjoying this though. It's not as like scary and gross as everybody that I've heard talk about this book like makes it seem. It is eerie. That is the word that I would use to describe this. It's not scary. It's just eerie. Hi everyone, it's the next day now, so it's already after work. We've eaten dinner, we're ready to go and relax now, so I'm going to be picking up Mexican Gothic now and trying to finish it. I got about 30 pages read on my lunch break today, so I've got about 75 left, so I'm very close. Hopefully I can finish this before I go to bed. And then on my way to work this morning, I picked up the audiobook for Final Girls by Riley Sager. Not sure how far in I got. I think I'm only like 16 pages in or so, but I really liked the beginning of this so far, like the first couple pages that I read, and I want to know more about this story, which is awesome when the first like 20 pages can do that to you. So yes, now I'm going to go read Mexican Gothic and hopefully finish this, and then I can learn more about Final Girls and what's going on there. Alright, I just finished Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I don't even know what to say. It was very interesting. Definitely didn't like guess the overall plot twist, I suppose. I guess like little teeny pieces of it, but I'm not really sure if that was like intentional of the author to like give you the clues to kind of solve it, I guess. I don't know. Or if I just happened to be lucky with my guesses. Yeah, it was just weird. I don't know. Interesting. Like, it was still a pretty quick read, but I feel like I'm left unsatisfied. I think I'm gonna give this 3 stars. Smack dab in the middle there, 3 stars is fair. That's what I'm going with. I don't think I'm gonna read any more tonight. I think I'm just gonna go lay in bed, watch some booktube videos. We'll see, maybe I'll pick up Final Girls, but I think that's gonna be it for today, and I will check back in tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It's been a few days since I've last updated you, so I figured it was time for an update. I'm about halfway through Final Girls by Riley Sager. I'm on like page 170-ish, and I am really enjoying it. I've heard from several people that this is his worst book because it's his first, like he just keeps getting better, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really similar to his other books, like the thrilling aspect of it and the mystery of it all. The writing obviously is the same, so I'm really enjoying myself. I'm listening to the audiobook from my library, which is due later this evening, and I have plans today, so I'm going to try to get as much read, listened to as I can before I have to return the loan back to the library. I have a couple chores and things to do around the house, so I can listen to it while I do that, and hopefully I can get a decent chunk of this done today. So yeah, I'll come back and update when I get a little farther in this, or maybe even finish it. That's wishful thinking, but maybe, we'll see. All right, I just finished Final Girls by Riley Sager. I really enjoyed this, especially the last half. It was so gripping that like I just couldn't stop. I just had to know what happened. There were so many twists and turns that I just didn't see the ending coming, and I just really enjoyed this. If you're looking for a slasher book, like horror thriller slasher book, I would definitely recommend this. This was really good, and I really just liked it. So that is the last Riley Sager book that I needed to read, and he'll be for sure an auto by author moving forward. Like hopefully next year he'll have another book that comes out, because he's been releasing a book a year since 2017, and I want more. Like I just want more of his stories. Definitely glad that I picked this one up. I liked it more than I thought I would. I think I went in with lower expectations because people were saying that this book isn't as good as his others, which I disagree with. I think it's just as good as his other books. So if you were holding off reading that one because you have heard the same thing and are, I don't know, kind of wishy-washy on if you should pick it up, I think that you should. So now that means I will pick up the last book for this reading vlog, which is Anxious People by Frederick Bachmann. I'm not in the mood to read this kind of book. I am really in the mood to read more horror thriller books, and this is more of like a contemporary fiction. I think it does have some interesting aspects, like it does sound interesting. So it won't be like horrible to read this. It's just not what I would naturally pick up next if I wasn't doing it for this video, if that makes sense. So I'll be interested to see how I feel about this, and I might try to simultaneously read another like thriller horror so that I don't put myself in an accidental reading slump. But I know I might have said before that I felt like I was kind of in a reading slump, like where I just didn't want to read, and I think finishing Final Girls really like brought me right out of that, because now I'm like excited to read more. So this will be the next book that I pick up, so we'll see how that goes. All right, I started reading Anxious People. I am on page 63, so I'm not too far in yet, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I was a little nervous about this one because I wasn't really in the mood for this kind of book, but it's super intriguing and I really like the writing style of this book. So it's just been a really quick read and yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. So that is good. I think I have to go grocery shopping now, pick up a few things, and then I'll probably come back and read a little bit more of this a little later, but I just wanted to update that I started it and I'm really enjoying it.
I definitely know where she is.
Like, you definitely knew this haircut was a bit of pasta.
Let it go, Kylie!
My cherry's looking good, just add a little snow. Yes. Now that's what I call the right amount of air shrubbery. Great job, Captain. It's just what the kids gonna want. Play and see.
Hi everyone, it's been a couple days and I just wanted to update that I got much further in Anxious People by Frederick Bachmann. I am currently on page 277. So I just have this teeny little chunk left. I want to try to finish it tonight, but I'm really enjoying this book, which is a nice surprise because I didn't think that I would, or I didn't think I would be in the mood for it, and I thought that would kind of like suck out some of the enjoyment of it, but I'm really liking it. I like the writing style a lot, and I feel like this book is just like super quotable and relatable. But yeah, I am really liking this, so I want to go finish that now. So that is what I'm going to go do. Hi everyone, so it is the next day, but I did manage to finish Anxious People last night by Frederick Bachmann. I really enjoyed this book. I wish that I knew how much I was going to enjoy it, and then I would have annotated it and underlined like a lot of my favorite lines. I think I'm gonna have to reread this at some point so that I can go through and tab my favorite scenes and like my favorite lines and stuff, because this book is so relatable and so quotable. Like, I just loved this book. It was great, and I'm so surprised by that, but pleasantly surprised, I should say. Let's wrap up this video. So I got my book of the month box for this book, and the first book that I picked up out of that box was Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia, and I'm glad that I got this because I was super in the mood for like haunted house creepy vibes, and that's what this book delivered. I think this book took it in a direction that I wasn't expecting and that I didn't enjoy as much as if they took it in a different direction. But I still did really enjoy this. It was a really fast read. It's only like 300 pages, so I did enjoy this. I think I ended up giving this a 3 out of 5 stars. Then I picked up Final Girls by Riley Sager. This is Riley Sager's first novel, and it was my last one of their books to read, and I really enjoyed this. I think I went in with low expectations because people were saying it was the worst out of all of his books, but I really enjoyed it. I think it's just as good as his other ones, maybe just below Home Before Dark. I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding if I like this one or The Last Time I Lied by him better, but I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was great. It was exactly what I wanted. And then finally, I picked up Anxious People, which happened to be my favorite out of the 3 books that I read for this video, which no one is more surprised by than I am. But yeah, like I said, this book is just so relatable and heartwarming, and I just loved the writing style and how this story was written, because it kind of jumps around the timeline a little bit. So like you figure things out and then it goes back to the main part of the story and explains like why that happened. I don't know how to explain it well, but I did really enjoy this, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. So I will definitely need to reread that one and annotate it and stuff. So yeah, these are all the books that I got in my book of the month box for September, with this one obviously being my pick. So I really enjoyed all of these. It was a good box. I'll also leave my referral link down below. This video obviously isn't sponsored. I'm a baby fish in a big sea, okay? but I do have a referral link because I'm a member of Book of the Month. So if you did want to try Book of the Month, you can use that link. And then I think I get a book out of it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works. Nobody ever uses it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.